Last, no be lie. So my people will now they welcome for this live match reaction where we want you to talk about Manchester United performance against Athletic Bilbao for the Europa League semi-final first leg where they play today for Spain. And I did with Organic Kainzo, the Abido Shaker of Manchester United. Organic, how you see this result? Because going into this game, many people don't expect say Manchester United go fit, even get draw soup come out for inside Spain today. Not to talk less of go Spain, go beat Bilbao for 3 goals to nothing. But how you see the performance from your team, Organic?
All these ones now with the talk say football in game of football you can't really predict.
Not be lie.
I would say the talks in the game of football would not really predict. You
Mm,
understand? Because we not feel really predict because what we expect, even we my United fans, not be what you will get today.
true.
But I don't carry my file, criticisms file of
Of how you
Amorim
want to
cream.
criticize the team.
Not be team on Amorim now won't
The
crucify
coach.
because he has been dodging it, but the game's not too much.
Mm,
The games are too much presently. There is no way we can be able to now blame the players after over 25 matches. 20 matches for Premier League, only 8 wins. I think about 9 lose, 5 draw.
mm,
That's not the players' fault. We cannot put that on the players. You understand? Europa League, he has gone unbeaten. He has lost to Fulham in FA Cup quarterfinal. Lost to what's it be name to Tottenham in the Carabao Cup round of 16, fourth round, be something like that. So it wasn't really smart enough.
mm. So, but
But
I
what
agree
to
with
do?
you. Say I agree with you. Say
But this game proved
leading
that
to this game. Yeah, go ahead. Go
this
ahead.
yes, leading to this game. But this game, I didn't watch the first half. I did not watch
Mm,
the first half, but I not watch the first half, but I did watch the highlights here,
of the
and
first half.
and I did watch the highlights here, and I'll tell you for free that they took these people unaware.
They took
They took
Bilbao
them unaware.
on. Yes, it surprised them.
They took the unaware because they actually started well.
Yes, now Bilbao they
Bilbao
press, now them
started
they
well.
dominate at the start of at the start that first 10-20 minutes of the game. Now Bilbao they dominate proceedings for the match.
You understand? So them started well. They started well, but it's unfortunate like they started well. It's unfortunate like we got the goal first. And I'll
Mm,
commend the players for them to be able to hold them when they were
when they
really
attack.
on when then they attack and stuffs like that. I commend the players for them. I commend Maguire for the composure when he get for her to
Mm,
bring that ball out, the control, the composure for him to bring the ball out. Commend Casemiro, man of the match performance again today. Then Bruno Fernandes, top notch performance. So let's say we are one leg inside the final, and
mm,
we are one leg inside the final already because coming back from 3 goals, because we not really get home and away this season normally for Man United. There's no really home and away for us. We lose at any place that they beat us, so we not really get home and away. But one thing we just hope for, say we don't get 3 goals advantage. We not fit go
yeah.
without no scoring. We not fit go
Mm,
without no scoring. Say they probably beat us 3-0 for Old Trafford and stuff like that. Then the red card help us. Yes, I know
true.
we're already 3 goals up before, 2 goals up before
Two
the
goes
red
up.
card. So it was the
That's
penalty.
one go up,
One go
one go up.
up,
Yeah,
then the
the penalty
penalty,
now result,
because of the
the red card
penalty,
result to the
so
penalty. Yeah.
result to the penalty. So we're already 2 goals up before the red card started counting and stuff like that. And after the red card, they could not come back into the game again,
Mm.
and which is very nice. But one thing I'll talk about the tactical football of Manchester United, and I'll tell you this. I don't know how my fans go feel, but I don't really care about their feelings. You understand? I was having this conversation with someone, and I was saying that just like what we say, if this guy win this trophy and
Mm.
Man United go to Champions League next season, the only advantage is that we have money to sign players. Like maybe I think this Europa League is about 40 a month. How many millions will come aside from the Europa League? Going to Champions League. Champions League will give us money as well. Then added to 1 or 2 players, so we'll say at least Cunha deal is already sealed because of say we get the money. Then what's his name? Uh, Cunha deal already sealed, so we can be able to get another player like maybe the Delap where they talk about, which I they see that Delap to be another pressure player because we're saying that Zexi coming into the club with not high amount of money, so pressure not good
Mm.
there now. But Man United now pressure. If at the club
True.
alone now pressure, so as they come there is nothing like he didn't come with a huge amount of money, so the pressure is not going to be on. It's going to be on him. You understand? They say they're not fit sign Osimhen. Bucharest is there. They're not they talk about Bucharest. There are other top class attackers in the world that you can be able to bring in. And we're talking about a player of like 26 to 28 years old that can be able to assist the team. And even though you're bringing a 23 or 24-year-old player, you're not bringing a player that just proved himself once in Premier League and we don't even know about his career in the championship. You just say the career and come say make up play for Man United, which is not a good deal for us. But I've never really seen this guy improve any player in the team. No
Mm.
player. I mean, so going into that just one thing I tell people, we are playing for bragging rights presently.
Yeah.
You are playing for bragging rights. You are on the 14th, but win Europa League. Yes,
Mm.
we had a trophy.
Mm.
We had a trophy. We have a trophy. We have money to go into the market. We can be able to attract players. Yes, another advantage. We can be able to attract players. They are in Champions League. The name Manchester United back in the
Massive.
Champions League through the Europa League. Yes, so these now some of the advantages where be like say we will get for
From
if
the
we
Europa
win
League.
this Europa League. But the performance, look at the second half. How many shots on that target you had? You would have gone ahead and sealed this match. You were not playing as if you are even scared of people who are 1 man down.
Mm.
Yeah, you were controlling the game and all that and all that. Oh, now imagine Maguire almost get red card for that ball. And if that red card came in before, the game would have changed.
Game for balance, for
You dey
open
get
small for
me.
them. Mm.
Now, we talk about coaches, and we talk about position. What are we talking about here? Lautaro Martinez injured for that match. Come up from the match, they bring it to Arimi. You not know whether he injured for yesterday match. You see the difference.
You know, really,
Can
you
you
know,
not
sure.
say you
Mm.
can you not really say, oh, the reason why Barcelona now came back after they scored that goal was because Lautaro Martinez
Martinez no
did
did
not
the
start
match.
not start the second. You didn't see it. Shanolu gets yellow card.
Mm.
The game where the game was going, they brought in one guy, whether Parati or one thing. You know, be Parati. They did not show that Shonolu is not in the game. They removed Toran and they bring in another unknown guy. We don't know whether those another person. They removed Damako and they brought in. I they tell you how team is being sector, but believe me honestly, in Manchester United playing the same kind of formation, we don't know, my brother. We don't know.
Mm. So,
Person
but
com-
like you talk, organic. Make I just touch a little bit from the first half performance. Then we'll go enter that second half performance because I totally agree with what you they talk about that second half performance because just like you they talk at 3-0 from first half, second half you was supposed to try your possible best to get the fourth or fifth goal because at the end of the day now football we don't know what will happen for Old Trafford, but if you just try your possible best to get that fourth goal to know say you don't finally close this tie for inside Spain. But for the first half, I think the first 25, 30 minutes, Atletico Bilbao really pressed Manchester United where they put Manchester United on the back foot and Maguire, Lindelof, Euro, they really stand their ground for the defensive job. And talking about Lindelof, he make a vital tackle we deny Atletico Bilbao the goal where they for take go 1-0 up. So, but defensively, the performance of Manchester United was very solid. And that are one of the things where I go talk, say, okay, as bad as it bad, for some games, we they see the team, they make sure say it is very hard to break them. We see how it is hard for Arsenal to break them for that FA Cup knockout stage game. And also, I think saying that kind defensive setup and that solidity, that them also take start the game against Atletico Bilbao because if to say they no surgery way for that defense, that first 25 to 30 minutes, Atletico Bilbao for score. And credit to what to be named Lindelof will come out the ball. So I think Manchester United start the game in a very right shape, and the coach too, Ruben Amorim, he get the tactics right with the way he takes set in team. So, but that first how many minutes make we soak the pressure when Atletico Bilbao go try to give us, make sure say we no let them score. And I think say because Atletico Bilbao will no score from the chances where they get for that first 30 minutes, it can frustrate them a little bit. And Manchester United can't get more confidence, can't grow, enter the game. And the goal, a lot of people they talk now say, be like say Maguire don't talk to Yama because we see for the game against Lyon how Maguire now turn to the attacker. We can begin head ball. And for today game, it got on to a winger where they begin the dribble, they bring in cross where Mugate can flick for Casemiro to score will be the first goal. So I think Manchester United they perfectly get the game right. And one thing where I go also talk about this Manchester United team for that first half performance, now experience. I think the experience come to play. You know, say when team they like that, when pressure high, the experienced players they really know what to do. They don't do those kind of situation before. The likes of the Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. What I always they talk am right on time. Say I know be Man U fan, but Bruno Fernandes that the best player I get for this Manchester United team. Now a player will be say if they tell me say take one player from Manchester United today, now Bruno Fernandes I go first take because even when the team they perform poorly, you know, see Bruno they try to make things happen. And they talk about say people go to talk say okay, Bruno Fernandes that's also penalty they score. It's easy to score penalty when the stakes are high, when the pressure they high like that. Bruno Fernandes today the team need them and him show face, him show working. So, but about the second level performance where you talk organic, I think say Manchester United for come out in a more attacking shape, in my opinion, because yes, you get that one man advantage. Why you know totally use Sam? So, but that's how me they talk. Say the noise from the field shook. Yes, now that first 20, 30 minutes, the Atletico Bilbao fans then they sing at the top of their voice. But that goal for Manchester United, it can't make them quiet a little bit. So, but about the second half performance where you talk organic, I agree with everything where you talk. This Manchester United team for try to get that fourth goal or maybe a fifth goal, and maybe now waiting the coach tell them now them also come play. But I believe that when you get that one man advantage, you're supposed to use them well to the fullest. But organic, what do you get to talk about Bruno Fernandes? Even for this season, we know that this season by Manchester United standard now a very poor season. Me personally, since where I don't watch football, I never see any Manchester United team where poor reach this Manchester United team for the league. But how you see the way Bruno Fernandes stay they show up, even though stay the team poor.
uh, hello,
Yeah,
you dey hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, make I tell you the reason why my United team dey poor mostly this season. That the coach.
Mm,
You know, people they talk the word say, my United players are poor. My United player, the team are poor. The players are average. Every season we design players.
mm,
So called they sign the average players again. You understand? You see, when An experienced coach with an experienced people build Liverpool team. And his slot not come suffer. You understand? He came in, improved Gravenberg. He continued from where be like say
Love stop.
Salah and Van Dijk they stop.
Mm.
He continued from where McAllister and Soboslai they stop. Players like them Jones where be like say they were even playing ahead of Soboslai. He make them understand say una be squad team player.
Mm.
You they get me. He not throw away any player, even that they are told the fair that Quarex, Abi Carex, something like that, that boy. So
Kwanzaa.
against Kwanzaa, against
Mm.
PSG as big as that match, he played the boy when Arnold injured for first half. Play the boy second leg. You they get me?
Mm.
Because of say the people when they make the decisions for the club are good. And I tell you that for the past since Mourinho leave the club, Man United have made some of the worst decisions in football. During Mourinho, which of the decision we say was wrong? It's Sanchez that could not
Mm.
fit in the team and stuff like that, and He had to lead the team. But the Dalot today will be like say he play good first season under Ten was signed by Mourinho. You get me? The then led all of today what you say block two balls. When be like say we're supposed to concede for the first minute was signed by Mourinho.
True.
You don't understand? So these are not players' faults. This is the coach fault because I've got to understand that football these days is on the ball and off the ball, and it has to do with artificial intelligence in most of the parts of the game. Now, I was telling you guys before I left the this thing the other time
The stream.
how
Yeah.
they scat Salah. They scat Salah from data analysis. Data analysis. Then it is scat Salah. Now, when the data analysis, because club insists on them signing Brent, Abi Brandt,
Brandt.
who just broke
Julian
out,
Brandt. Mm.
then they want yeah, Goliath Brandt, then they want sign. Because I play when he know for German Bundesliga.
Mm.
But after data analysis, do the analysis between Brandt and Salah, he has to say, let's go with Salah. And Salah paid off. So now, do you tell me that this Teag regime no get data analysis?
Definitely now, because
Now,
most of the of all these big club now they get data analytical softwares
so
company
which
with
can
them
now
go
if
buy over with all of them they use.
now about made data analysis they get where they say so because
They get. Mm.
one of the reason why I don't go, my friend from Canada called me and I don't talk about the match. He told me that one of the reasons why Man United were struggling in the first half because Ugati couldn't keep the ball,
Mm.
not keep the ball. And when you cannot keep the ball when you're playing on this formation, you will be punished. You get me? So, for so many reasons, I hope will win the Europa League. But I don't if yeah, in Old Trafford they will come and I'm not really one of the reasons why I not even trust the team. Say we were beating Leon 2-0
Yeah.
first half. Leon came back and we're beating us 4-2 at extra time. So if Leon can score two goals within 10 minutes, I mean 7
Mm.
minutes, and start beating us. So what if the three goals that we score, where person go take tell me say we're already already in the final. I don't
Mm.
trust this guy's formation, and I don't trust because a player like Delete, who plays for Ajax, moved to Juventus. Juventus no offload them. Bayern Munich gave Juventus an offer that Juventus could not resist, which is up 75 million euros, something like that. Either 65 million euro or 75 million euro.
Mm.
Bayern Munich
A big money deal. Mm.
Delete from Juventus to Bayern Munich. And last season, this same Delete played 32 matches for Bayern Munich. 32 matches for Bayern Munich. And Man United sign up comes. At the year, somebody they say there is no difference between Maguire and Delete. But both of them have been playing together and they've been playing well.
Mm.
So, me, I did happy say win this evening, but I don't want to keep my hopes too high.
Mm.
I've reduced them to the lowest volume. I did see my
Organic saying
United
no one
fan.
set himself up.
No, 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 no. I don't want to set myself up. The last time I did that was 2023 January, Arsenal versus Man United. I was rooting for Arsenal to beat Man United. All of a sudden, Man United go first score by Rashford. I say, oh, body match. That's how I carry myself, drag Arishi and I say the match, drag my trousers, say Arsenal don't die finish. Before I see they equalize 1-1. They equalize 2-1. And they beat us 3-1. I
Mm.
not eat sleep that day. My emotions were high. So because
So,
of
but
that thing now,
organic, I want ask you about Casemiro. We know, say at one point it got to be like say Casemiro, we don't get one leg outside the club. But you talk about how in performance, how he been one of the key guys for today match. How you see the experience when the likes of Casemiro bring for today match now? Because semi-final like this now where the game don't tire up and let you they see how experience they important players wey be say they don dey this kind of situation for big games before. How you see wetin Casemiro bring for today match?
that is why I say first, as a
Mm,
coach, man management is necessary. You
mm,
understand? Teag don't make the right Casemiro off. As a Brazil captain, he lost his place in the national team. I think he's an assistant captain behind the Marquinhos. I think after Neymar, when Neymar had that long injury, the captain bar went to Marquinhos, then him himself. He lost his place in the team, which punished Brazil in the last Copa America because there was no maturity in that field.
mm,
I be you all of Nanusa. I be big fan of Casemiro, whether they blast time and everything. They bring analysis and everything of where not to be fought, not be really in
mm,
fault, when they check the coaches were under Ten, the space between like against Liverpool when everybody they criticize them this season. The ball when it passed, when everybody say pass and I caused two of the goals and all that. The first ball was caused by Meno because in Meno position very well on the midfield. Now him Meno pass ball give, but Meno they run leave the ball. Taking the ball go meet the winger, push left to the goal, but oh Meno na Prince, Casemiro na Judas. They are in the putter for head. Early this season too, when we play against Tottenham, when Tottenham beat us 3-0 or something like that, when Doji and Basuma for the midfield, where they were
mm,
doing all sorts of things for the midfield. I still stand for Casemiro. But many Man United fans give up on her. Hey, he has to go. Even Carragher will be like, say, in life, he own her to criticize with his full face. He come. He say, if you don't leave the football will leave you. At the age of
mm,
34, a bit 33, maybe they bring this kind of narrative. But he has proven himself. He has proven himself. He is happy now. So that is for you to know that Tehag was playing some formation to target big players in the team. When you talk, they say, oh, that why you they talk like that? They say, but it is true. Watch Varane interview. Varane said Tehag was targeting the senior players to make as a scapegoat.
mm,
So Casemiro has proven himself. He don't let the world go say because of side they sleep ground like this. Now not mean say I never touch life or I know get future.
mm.
You get me? See the performance when they put up. Not only this game against Arsenal too. Look at the
Same
performance he
thing.
put up against Arsenal too. He has
Mm,
been turning up every week in, week out. He has been turning up on Man United. The shameless not go make many people talk about her because of why. They really still want to make their sell out. Now, when you sell Casemiro now, who are you leaving behind? Bugatti, that
mm,
is bad on the ball. And Menu. Yes, Menu can be able to learn from Casemiro because he's good on the ball. So these are the places I said that my coach he needs to learn a lot. Menu is good on the ball. Why play Menu as extra 10 when you can play Menu as Casemiro's position? Because he plays DM.
Mm.
Even in England, he plays DM. He box to box for England. Since you've already had those options there, why you not they use why you not they use Menu they change Casemiro? In the matches when you know say you don't they win, they try out for that TM position, see how good he is in the ball. Let him learn for Casemiro. That you will not even go back when you send Casemiro to go and look for a way to sign a DM. Do they get me? But
Yeah.
as a Jersey coach, they must disappoint you. They must disappoint you. They must disappoint you. So Casemiro have a very good game today, and I've always been rooting for him. I've always believed in Casemiro, and he never proved me wrong. He has
Mm.
never proved me wrong. So thank you
So,
for
but
that.
yeah, make you also talk about another player where we say they don't criticize very well. You understand? Everybody don't flog this player, Rasmus Hojlund. How you see Hojlund performance today? We know Sina caused that penalty. We give Manchester United the important 2 goal because we know they at 1 goal up, the game still dey very open. But when you get that second goal, the red card can't happen. Manchester United night day in total control at that moment onwards for the game. But how you see the impact where Rasmus Hojlund, because you know, say, and people they talk, say, when person no do well, you go tell and say you no do well. The day when he also do well, you go see use the same energy, tell and say you do well. How you see Rasmus Hojlund performance?
Now where be like say they go to tell you say there is room for improvement, but it
Mm,
wasn't enough. You understand? Because there were balls that like there was one ball. Was it Shaw? Okay, Casemiro brought into the 18 at the end of the game. As an attacker, these players, you know, definitely, first of all, you know how Casemiro they play ball. When
mm,
Casemiro they give it one touch for front of 18, they find the first banner. Why be like say it they did difficult for you to clear in balls. On the right side of the midfield, they give them ball. That in one touch when it bring balls, they come inside the 18. Man United attackers don't supposed to understand, say, either you did the last bar or you did in between the defenders from the front for you to slide in. Rasmus Holland had a good game. Yes, was holding the ball. It was better for him today on the ball, on his leg. It was better for him today. Wow, I understand. He had a great game, but he can do better.
normally, no be lie you talk.
He
So,
can
but
do better.
organic, you see,
The
one
reason
of
why I
the
talk
things
about
yeah, one of the things make me like your analysis now the fact say, even though say you they criticize player, when the player do well, you go talk now you go be the first person to talk and say, this guy today is sure working because I deliberately asked you this question because I know how you did critical of Rasmus Hojlund and which I did agree with your the way you did criticize him. And also today when he also show working, you don't also give him a credit. And you talk about the thing when sweet me pass be say, even though saying he played very well today, there still get room for an he still get things where you go fit hard. Because me, I dey always dey talk am say it's either you they get better for what you they do or you they get worse. So no matter how good you they play, it still get things where you go fit stay hard to your game for you to continue to improve. So organic
okay.
continue, be the one talk something.
He and Zeds in a flop for starting of this season, right?
Mm,
After the Newcastle match when they changed Zexi for first half of the game, I've said Zexi was actually playing as a number 10 in that game, and it was not working. They had to change him from the game. First half of the game, 30 something minutes, and they bring him Meno. After that game, Zexi changed, worked on himself. Now Zexi injured with the miss and with the pray make it come from injury.
mm,
Why? Because there is always room for an improvement. Rasmus
true.
Holland, yes, he hold the ball. He hold the ball, hold up play, which is one of the things I want to make him they do for the team. He did it. But the other thing, the end game is bad.
Mm,
The end game is bad.
mm, mm,
And as a player, when you build your confidence, you need to add goal scoring, mostly as an attacker. Imagine say Rasmus
mm.
Hojlund scored today now.
In
It's a
confidence,
goal wicked.
in confidence level, go come move from that guy.
Yes, nah. Imagine say he scored the previous weekend, he scored this midweek. By the time
Mm.
they go for the next match, he go let ginger. I think Man United is playing Brentford or something like yeah, Brentford. He go ginger say one more score, which will build his confidence.
Mm.
Then when you score one goal before you score the next goal, you call the score the next 7 games and stuff like it affects the confidence of an attacker. So I'll tell you for free, say he had a very good game, had a very good up play, uh got some shots on target. Got some shots on target, but he can do more. He can do more.
Okay. So also, I like make we touch Amad Diallo return back from injury because when Amad Diallo get that injury, me the team pay me well because it just dey be like say anytime we be there, they want get that cement in place for inside the team when things don't dey go well for him, one thing will just happen. But how you see the return back from injury for Amad Diallo because we know say okay the league don't finish, but this push for the Europa League now, you know things say a very big boost for Manchester United attacking side of play with the return of Amad Diallo because we know they working when him in the show for this Manchester United team before he can't get that injury. How you see the return back today from injury from Amad Diallo?
A very nice return. Like today, you saw his traps and stuff like that. It could really
Mm.
help us because Garnacho won't really kill us. Garnacho is a threat, but his end play that of 5 years old. Garnacho final decisions are very poor.
Mm.
Because once he has already put himself under pressure, forming a star man that he's not. Yeah, I'll tell you for free. Garnacho is form star man when he know be. So he has already put himself on that position whereby all eyes on him and he cannot live to the expectation. So because of that, he's mostly doing more too much. So Amad Diallo coming back, you know how good he is. You see the way be like he run that player when the player fire when he pick the ball, then the referee say penalty against Man United. But you see the way they pick the ball, they dribble the guy. You dey get me. So it's a good add-on. Our trip, our trip to anywhere we dey go now, we don't say we get bench and everything. And be like say go fit complement each other's and the red. See this
Mm.
my coach to build this skyscraper already built finish. So that's what I have to say. About boss,
Okay.
I don't dey feel
No,
sleepy.
no
Man,
wahala, no
make I
wahala, no
rest.
wahala. But one final thought from you for this result. One final thought going into the return leg for Old Trafford.
Nice one. They keep their head straight. Don't concede
Mm.
early in Old Trafford. Do not concede early because at the Atletico Bilbao, we come out with force and everything. You remember what happened to us in Sevilla a few years ago? We conceded the first goal early, and before we could be able to get our shit back, our ass back together,
Shape. Mm.
we already we already tuning up, losing. And the second half, they brought that ball in. The game missed it, and wow,
Not the wahala dey. Mm.
that's how
So
we lost that game. So
double
more
life,
not
but
conceive early, more not conceive early, more concentrate. We can still win the game. So that's all
all,
I have to say.
all right now, guys. So thank you very much for your time. Everybody will join us today. Thank you for your time. If you join us late, if you go back to watch a recap of our analysis of Manchester United 3-0 victory against Atletico Bilbao for Spain for the first leg of the semi-final of the Europa League. So organic, my brother, good night. Everybody will join us today. Una good
Good
night. We will
night.
have
Good
our
night.
next stream. Una bye bye.